going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Skull Duggery called These Wicked Streets. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Until I listened to this album right here, I was never a Skull Duggery fan. I've never really dig his lyrics or the way he flow on some of the songs, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm gonna start off with. And this is the real deal. Y'all know how I do. And I'm gonna try to get this one. This was was it Making Moves, but it's actually 504 Boys. So I'll try to get that. Alright. So this is Skull Duggery's second album that came out in 1998 under No Limit Records and Penalty Recordings. Alright. In case y'all don't know who Skull Duggery is, Skull Duggery is a rapper from New Orleans, Louisiana, and he hooked up with Master P them a while ago. This is his second album. His first one was called Hoodlum for Life. I'm gonna try to get that if possible. It costs a lot of money, so let's give the guys, the producers, the credits who made the beats for this album. Let's go with the songs now, because all the features is in the back. So the first track is called Where You From, and this features Master P and Silk the Shocker. Now this song starts off a low amp, getting buck, things like that. Master P started off with where you from, or whatever, all that stuff. Skull comes through with a dope verse. Silk the Shocker does his thing as well, and I believe Master P raps on this song, and he does pretty decent. But the beat is pretty nice though. It gets you amped, you know what I mean? And then the next one is called If It Don't Make Dollars, and this features Master P and Fiend. And there's a music video for this song as well, and the video is actually pretty decent. And they pretty much saying, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And Master P, Skull, and Fiend, they all come through with some nice verses, pretty deep, you know what I mean? They talking about the struggles and things of that nature, and they pretty much saying they gotta make money, the whole nine. The setup, this features Mia X, and this song is actually pretty dope. And Skull comes through with some nice verses. Mia X does a really nice job flowing on here. They talking about the fact how the government is always setting black people up and things like that, which I highly agree on. And what's sad is this song is still kind of relevant to this day when it comes to society, But this is a nice track right here. Dope beat with some nice lyrics. They all did their thing on this track. The next one's called Testimony. This features Fiend, and I'm not sure who's singing. It could be Odell, I could be wrong, and it also features Mr. Servon, but it doesn't say it on this cover. And this song is really nice. It's laid back, and they're talking about like really life situations and things of that nature. And the beat is nice. Skull comes through with a nice verse, and Fiend does well, and then Servon comes through with a pretty nice verse. Then Satisfied, this features Mystical, and this song here is decent, but I love Mystical's verse, man. He comes through with that, y'all know how he raps, with that rough style that he flows off of. Skull does well, but overall this song is average. Mistakes in the Game, this features Snoop Dogg. This song is actually pretty dope. Snoop Dogg talking about the things that he been through in life, and like you said, everybody makes mistakes, man. And then Skull comes through with some dope verses as well, and the beat is really nice too. I feel this track though. This is probably one of my personal favorites off of the album. My Regiment, this features The Commission, and this is another dope ass track right here. This is the No Limit style that I'm talking about right here. And y'all know who Commission is, Ghetto Commission. And they come through with some dope ass flows, man. Skull come through with a dope verse as well. And then you have that bell sound in the background, this beat. I mean, this is the No Limit that I love right here. This dark, this ripping up, man. Definitely a banger. This is probably one of my favorite tracks off of the album. Then the next one is I'm gonna go down to I'm Not a Victim. This features Big Ed, may he rest in peace, Soup Bone, and Shad, or Shad if I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But this song is nice. It's a kind of a slow paced song, and they pretty much saying they're not a victim to these streets and things like that. This is the life that they live. And Big Ed comes through with a pretty nice verse. Skull comes through with a dope verse as well. And then Soup Bone, I believe he's the singer or the rapper. I can't remember exactly who, but they do like a singing rapping towards the end of the song, and it's really nice. Then it's No Limit. This is a Skull. This is when he's solo on this one right here. This track goes in, man. The beat is solid, but Skull coming in with some dope ass lyrics. Just keeping it real, man. Just coming through with that dope ass flow. Then the next one is Pain. Definitely, this is another one of my personal favorites off of this album. It's really dark. Skull just talking about a lot of people that died in the game or got killed. He even shout out some rappers that was in New Orleans and how they got killed and got caught up. And almost like wrong place at the wrong time situation too. But again, this is another one of my favorite tracks off of the album. Really dope, man. Then Murder Crime. This is another nice track from Skull. He's pretty much telling you like there's a lot of crimes that's in this hood, and you can see dead bodies all around. Like, it's crazy, man. It's another dark track that I'm sure you will feel from Skull Duggery, man. He comes through with some dope ass flows. Then the next one is called If You Feel. This features C Murder and Silk the Shocker. I didn't hear C Murder. I'm guessing he says something in the background, you know, if I'm not mistaken. But this song is really nice though. It's a solid beat with some nice lyrics, you know what I mean? Then Drama. This is the track that was on the I Got the Hookup soundtrack. But the only difference is on this track, it's a longer version of it. So on I Got the Hookup, it has 2 verses. This one has 3. So this is a longer version. Alright, but this is a song, like I said, I really felt this track from Skull Duggery. And then down to These Wicked Streets. And this song is really dope, man. Like, man, this track goes hard. And I like the way when Skull Duggery raps, he'll say you overstand. That's like one of his trademarks that I really dig. He's pretty much talking about these wicked streets and how bad it can be for those that stay stuck in it. And the verses he goes on here is really dope, and the beat is nice as well. Then For the Fans, that's the next name of the track. This is a really laid back cut, and it's kind of dark as well. And Skull is pretty much giving a shout out to the fans out there that support him through the music. Pretty much he's saying if you're a rapper and you don't give love to the fans, then you ain't you know. Then the next one is called Ghetto Niggas. This features C Murder and Silk the Shocker. This is another banging track from these guys. When you hear the track, you already know this is a C Murder cut. You know what I mean? C Murder comes through with a dope ass verse. They need to free C Murder, man. I mean, he's still locked up. I don't understand. But anyway, and Silk the Shocker comes through with that flow that y'all know what he's known for. And Skull comes through with a nice verse, and pretty much that's the end of the album there, and that beat goes in, man, really. This is probably one of my personal favorites off of the album as well. Pretty much, that's all the songs that I reviewed for this album. So to rate this out of a 10, I will give this a 8.5 to a 9 out of a 10. I was never a Skull Duggery fan until I actually sat down and listened to this album. This man has lyrics for days, man, and the fact that this album actually went gold. I still can't believe I haven't listened to this album until to this day, you know. I felt like Skull Duggery could have really made it big if he would have kept it the way he really kept it on this album. I haven't heard the next album after that. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he got in too many trouble with the law, and I don't want to get into all that. But again, I want to say this is probably one of my personal favorite albums from No Limit Records. Sadly, you can't listen to this on the streams and things of that nature, at least for what I know. So with that being said, if you really would like to cop this album, if you never heard it before, I would suggest you peep it out on YouTube, and you know, you can make your own opinion of it. Skull has the lyrics for days. He can flow. He on some rough and rugged stuff, man. Like, you can't get no blunt than that. All right, so that's it. Shout out to Skull Duggery for coming out with a dope album. And again, I'm gonna try to get that Hoodlum for Life if I can find it. It's pretty hard to find, but I'll still be looking around for it. All right, so that's it. Much love to all the features and all the producers. All right, and much love to the real folks. And I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, guys.